Good evening all, how are we all doing? I hope everyone is doing well. Ian, Adam, Ian, Daniel, Ian, Andrew, good for like that. Four's a good number if that's good for you, mate. Get your mental health check-ins in as well, I much appreciate it. Ian in My Sugar Journey, Ian in Adam, Ian in Jake, Ian in Jazz. Yeah, I've got, because it's humid in here. Because it's stupidly humid in here. The humidity in here is 50%. And 27 degrees, so it's really bad in it. It's duffy, so I've got stuff going on, so it is what it is. Hey, my children, how you doing? Ian and Patrick, how we all doing? Let's get the likes up and let's talk about yesterday's game. I was pleasantly surprised, you know. I was pleasantly surprised with how we did, because it was interesting watching that game yesterday, wasn't it? Someone asked as well, where is it? Injury update. Andrew, injury update is Chalobah looks like he can be out for a good couple of months. Valerie, it looked like it was cramp. But a lot of yesterday was kind of self-inflicted in terms of self-inflicted by the owner. Because he's not had a pre-season. Those kind of legs don't get tired at the 70th minute like it did. And that's what killed us, really. If I'm brutally honest, that's what I think what properly killed us in that game was we got to that bit where we would have a lot of minutes and we just didn't. It's very close here but I'm decent at 7.5. Nice one, mate. But one of the things that was interesting yesterday is the stats. So let's bring the stats up for yesterday. Considering they had 27 shots and 13 on target, I'm going to take that as a win, boys. I am 100% going to take that as a massive win for us. Because we should have been well out of sight. I'm not really an emotional man, but when Leicester fans were clapping, it made... Yeah, I think a lot of people felt that. I think we were where we were hoping that we lose, but lost by a goal. Yeah, I think we all thought we were going to lose. I think we all thought we were going to get battered. I'll be brutally honest. I think every one of us thought we were going to get absolutely shanked, and we didn't. We actually put up a decent performance that made it so we looked decent. And yeah, it's going to be one of those ones where you're going to really struggle when you've had no pre-season. And that's something that happens, sadly. Let me just get all this up. I'll do it on phone. I think yeah. Hey, Daniel, how you doing? Downside, Charles got... Yeah, that is a downside. Charles got a lot of attention. But you look at the stats, it was 27 shots, 7 for 3 on target, 76% possession, 25%, 476 passes, 262. Pass accuracy 90 out of 61, 13 fouls to their 6. 0. That's the thing I don't get. 0 yellow cards and 0 yellow cards. No, that wasn't the case because Bannon was a second yellow. Red card, obviously, offside 1, corner 3, corner 13 for them. And the thing is, one of the things that got me in that game as well was how good Petrov was, for one, and B, how good we actually looked a little bit in that first half, just trying to get the ball forward and how we tried to play. You can see what Henrik is trying to invoke and try to do. Let's just have a look at what the lineups were for both then. So they went with quite a strong lineup. I still don't think that Leicester team is as good as it could be. I think it could be a lot better for them. I think personally they could really struggle if they're not careful. Generally, I do think that team wasn't nothing to write home about. It was solid, but I think they need some big people to come in. But you can look at that lineup for us as well. Chalobah, until he got injured, was running that midfield. And we saw glimpses of that last season. But one of the things we have said about Chalobah ever since we bought him, even when we bought him, the biggest worry for a lot of us is his fitness. His fitness was a worry at West Brom. His fitness was a worry at Chelsea. And sadly, come back around to haunt us. And again, that goes back down to us not having much of a pre-season. You have a pre-season where they can get legs at them and go at people. you're thinking, right, brilliant, that's an opportunity. And you look at the level of competition it was again. Yeah, we could have probably done with that Burnley game, but I'm still with the players on striking. You look at Charles, Valerie, Palmer, Iorfa, Otabio, Max Lowe, Chalobah, Ingleson, Bannon, I might have said that twice there, Jamal Lowe and Calamatri. I personally didn't see Jamal Lowe's role that great, but Jamal Lowe's flick and spin that he did to get it to Valerie on the cross was fantastic. He made that goal, which was really good. First half we were a little bit better, but second half Leicester was better side. I think we were just all going on bars. Yeah, Leaf back can play the Stoke game, yeah. Ignore the Carabao Cup against Bolton, expecting a big loss. Yeah, I'm not too bothered about that. Funny how we have youth bench, but it was Leicester who brought on a 15-year-old. Yep. Says a lot, really, doesn't it? It does say a lot about them, how they're going. And again, they are looking like they are due a big point total deficit like we are. 47 people in the video stream even. 24 likes. Get those likes up, people. I much appreciate it. But the game in itself, I don't think it was too bad. I think we managed to put ourselves quite well against people. I loved the celebration from the players and from Chalobah and mouthing at the fans going, that for you, that for you, that proper solidarity. And that shows you that the players are in it. Now, there were some people who turned around and said there's going to be a lot of people handing the notices on the 15th. The thing is, my thing with that is, why would you hand your notice in and play a game? What happens if you get injured? Like, if one of them is apparently Max Lowe, if you got injured in that game, you're not going to get picked up by anyone. That's the thing for me. You won't get picked up if you're injured. Hi, mate. Hope you're well. Do you believe a takeover will be coming soon to give us a bit more hope this season? I think there's something in the works, yeah. I do. I think there's something in the works, but soon is a big act. Soon is how long's a fish? How long's a piece of string? Soon can be it's here. Soon can be it's signed, sealed, and delivered. I have heard about Sheffield Wednesday being sold. I've seen bits and pieces. One of the things was there was a Guardian article today talking about John Textor and Keith Harris. And Keith Harris is the ex-EFL head of the EFL. And I think he got something to do with Wembley Stadium. I think he owns it or they help manage it, one or the other. It could be both, actually. So he basically, the guy, Keith Harris, is basically the person that helped Man City find funding and investment. The failed Everton one. He's done a lot of work in finding clubs takeover. He's part of the Chelsea Abramovich people to try and find it. So it's one of those things where I think there's something definitely in the works and it's happening. It's just going to take time. And the problem is our fans need to be patient on a takeover stuff because it's there and it's getting there. But you've got to just wait and see, because a lot of things can happen in a takeover. Remember, things can go good, things can go bad. Again, I go back to what that EFL statement said. You do not, I repeat, you do not go and bring your lawyers in. Would have liked to see Ubbo and Neil around 70. Yeah, I agree, those stuff should have been sooner, but you did hear what Henrik said. He was worried about bringing him on, because he was worried about like going too attacking, which maybe that's something we need to do, kind of thing, and see what happens. McNeil was going to come on with Kovacic, but was told to sit down again. He did. What was that Simon Jordan said about Textor, a well-known owner of a football club? Yep. I'm not too bad, mate. Hot. Very hot. Apart from that, I am good. Some good news. I saw the overall joke. Also, people who are getting really confused. David Richardson isn't the ex-Sheffield Wednesday owner. He's the tech entrepreneur who was at Wanna Disco, part of AOP. He's doing Yorkshire AI at the minute. Really interesting stuff that he's doing. But please, if you see it put in that video, don't want him. He's the reason why. Wrong David Richardson. I think a lot of people are getting very confused because it's a very similar name to a similar person that helped, who had a bit of a history with downfall. It's not him. Wrong person. And people are getting really confused by Ian Punk and chat. Ian, Nat, how are you? I hope you're well, mate. Also, just on the mental health bit, I want to give a shout out to my mate Macaulay. really struggling at the minute. Showing some love in the chat, 'cause I know he watches, and just say, we got you, bud. We're with you all the way, and it'll get better, because he's really struggling at the minute. I literally just spent 3 hours playing Final Fantasy X. Nice. Is the original David Richards still with us? Good question, Jez. I don't know. I don't know if that is one that I know the answer to. But I think one of the things is, for me, one of the things that kind of annoyed me was the tackle. The tackle that Bannon did. Now, I haven't got the follow-through bit, and I really should do, to be a bit more honest with it. But tell me what you think there. Like, genuinely, it was the follow-through that got him, but it looked like he pulled into it. It really did. It did look like it pulled into it, and that whole thing. You look at that, it's interesting. You're telling me people think it's Wednesday at Chairman. Yes, they are, Glenn. They are thinking that. We're down with you. Cheer for that, Adam. Big up Macaulay. Cheers, mate. Much appreciate it. I seen you, Hugh, will buy the club. Hey, Joe, how are you? Long time no see. How are you doing, buddy? Been a long time since you've been in chat. Are you doing well? I hope things are well with you. But yeah, you look at that. You can see he clearly gets the ball. Like, he clearly gets the ball. It just the follow through that knackers him. And yeah, I get it. The thing is, Baz shouldn't have put himself in that position. We've already been on a yellow, in one sense. I think that's one of the things that annoys me at time with Baz, is that, yes, he's very Scottish and he chirps a lot. That's what I'm going to say. It's the nicest way possible I can put it. He's very Scottish and he chirps a lot, kind of thing. Won the ball, there was no malice. There wasn't, no. There wasn't at all, Justin. And that's the thing that annoys me, is that these refereeing decisions that happen like this, it does my head in. That was never a second yellow. It wasn't. I think Winks made a big meal out of it. He did the Premier League thing, get someone booked. I mean, that's the one big thing that annoys me about Bannon game at times. It's just a little bit of chirping. The amount of times he's on a needle yellow just for saying something, and then he gotta what he does next. I mean, that's the bit that kind of annoys me, but it's what makes Barry. So it kind of, I don't want to lose it out of a game as much. 64 people watching, 30 get us like there up. And if you're new here, please subscribe to the channel. We are on the road to 50k. We are on 4,951 or 52. It keeps going. In a nice way, Bannon. Oh, this is gonna be like, in a nice way, Bannon is a little rat, always running, always nipping. Yeah, I get that, mate. I really get that. Honestly, Jake, football back, and now we're still talking about crack. Yeah, you can tell football back. We're all talking about how naff referees are, and they're meant to have had an intense training course. Oh, by the way, before we go into stuff, what do people think of me doing this in debriefs for the next couple of ones? So we've got stat figures, and if something controversial happens, I can put it up and put it on screen. What do you think? Does it look better? Does it flow a little better? Is it something that you like the visual of? Please let me know, because I am trying lots of things this year. Your debrief and your things will probably be done in the corner. I prefer sitting in these chairs to come for you. And I'm playing around with stuff, so let me know. If you see something that you see that is, say, a controversial thing and you want to put it in terms of the screenshot, send it me on Twitter and I'll use it. I'm trying different things. It's an excuse not to use him in the cup. So maybe positive. Yep. Like your split screen. Cheers, Justin. Thank you much. Cheers, Adam. It Bannon a chihuahua nipping it in that hair. Yep. Yeah, I just kind of got it where I want to try and make it so it's not just me talking stuff, but the problem is with me having, if I want to do these, I need to do them in advance so that they're ready to go, because I can't do it on the fly yet. I'm waiting for the device I'm using to get a software update so we can do it live. Once I potentially get a new laptop, there's a potential where I can do it all off my laptop, into it, done. another screen done. It'll act like camera, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. Really love what Leicester fans did and what they get. Yeah, I thought what they said was quite interesting. It was nice. It was really nice to see the solidarity with everything. Kind of fancies. He does look a bit Mafia Don, doesn't he? He got that kind of air of Mafia Don. Like, just look at this photograph in that looks like I'm a Mafia Don. Yes, I'm here to like get my protection racket money. It does have that kind of thing. It is that kind of look to it. Really loving United new motto: one for all for one. That good. I like that, Adam. I'm not gonna lie, that's really good. Isn't that Robin Hood? I know I'm more a visual person, mate, so it worked for me with that and stuff. Brilliant, I can get it done. I'm just going to do it ahead of time. Once the kids are back at school, it'll be a lot easier because my little lad will be in nursery 3 times a week. So I'll be able to get it done. So that's a lot easier. So I just got to make it up. It's just me having time to do it. And with a new laptop, that'll help. I can do more fun things. Hey, bud, any news on the North Stand? But still ain't got my season card ticket. I haven't heard anything yet, mate. I have a funny feeling we're going to get a statement on Wednesday saying what's going on. I think we're going to be rearranging and shifting people. I don't think it's going to be anywhere near ready. That's my personal opinion. I don't have anything on it yet. A lot of people haven't got season tickets because they can't open it and they haven't got a time scale. In theory, when they want it open, they want it open for Stoke, obviously, but in theory, is that possible? Maybe not. The Bannon was unlucky. Oh, okay, Lego Chronicles. Try again. Wednesday statement is. I see what you did there. Yeah, a Wednesday statement on a Wednesday. Yes, I did do that, and that was by design. I may be very sleep deprived, but I can still make jokes. I'll take performance like that all season. Even exactly, Richard. Exactly. That's the thing I got. If we have performances like that all season, where they put a shift in, and we get relegated, I don't care if we get relegated, just because I think personally for me, it just shows the putting the effort in. But we can't do it for 46 games. Same here. Just hope we do find out. Yeah, rumor there was an infection down the north. Hopefully. Sounds of the North. My family know the head ticket offer Catherine. I hear there's a chance it might be first come, first serve. If there is the possibility that many, not enough room, fair enough. Thank you, mate. Much appreciate that. Bannon was a bit unlucky, but with his experience, he should have been a tad more careful seeing he was booked already. He may have forgotten, to be fair, mate. Easy, Tom. How you doing, mate? Some may end up behind the poles on the cup. Yep. That's not going to be good. So it'll be like Everton's old ground, Goodison. That was awful. I used to hate going to cover Goodison. That old words. That Dayfon's greatest contribution to the Wednesday, putting his name on it and closing it. Yep. Any news on new players? No news yet, but I think we'll be busy this week. I think we'll be getting players in quite quickly and starting to get some movement. Henrik said on Sunday, there's a 60-page list of players and they've got to whittle it all down. And that's one of the things that they've got to do. Got to whittle it down to people they want. And when you start doing that, maybe you'll be able to get in with a chance of getting the people in you want. The idea that we haven't got the restriction help, but it's also Cubbo could have gone at Stoke. He could go at Stoke. He's old. His memory isn't what it once was. Shut up, you. No, my memory's better when I have sleep, and the demon sleep thief, which is my little one, doesn't get up at 2 and 3 and go, I'm awake now. It doesn't help. Can see at least 3 happening. I can, and I think it's going to be defenders and a midfielder. I think it's defenders, midfielders. If we're being honest, we need oh, fair enough. Never know with you. To be fair, we need probably 2 defenders, left back, full backs, midfielder, and wingers. That I am. That I am. But at the back, we definitely need help. I think we did well. What annoyed me for Stokes' second goal, it was the way the lad just drifted away from Autobio. And it's nothing against Autobio. He's a young lad. He'll learn. He'll get better with that. But it's just the way he drifted, and he was like looking to see where he was. He was planted, and it felt like it was his man, or someone hadn't picked it up, or it would have been Bannon man. So they used the extra man count in that sense. 6 people watching, 33 likes. Get those likes up, people. I much appreciate it. We need a reserve keeper. We do need a reserve keeper. I am actually kind of looking forward to seeing how Logan Stretch gets on at Bolton. Because he's going to be stretching net, so I'm quite interested to see how he does. I haven't decided yet if I'm doing a live watch along for that yet. I'll decide on Wednesday. I'll see how knackered I am and everything, because I think I've got kids all day Wednesday as well. I'm not sure. Oh, not too sure actually now. We'll see. But we'll see what I can do. If anyone would like to do a watch along, let me know. Let's do a poll actually. Can I do a poll and see it? Poll. That poll. There you go. The poll running. Vote on that. Let me know what you want. Amaz, Collier, Cooper, me would be great signings if we can get them in. It would be more belief that we can have a chance. Love to know who the other 56 names are. Yeah, we know a couple of names, don't we? I'm looking forward to seeing some of the younger players. I think we all are. Hey, up my. Give me a minute. My ring light just fell down. Drooped. It needs a blue pill. Let's have a look. Yeah, can't decide whether or not to go to the Bolton or watch it. Unrelated to us, heard earlier QPR had a bid at set. Yeah, it's really annoying as well, because QPR have done quite well with picking up some players like that in the past. Like, look at getting Pukki on a free from Peterborough, and people were looking for it all day long. Like, there's somebody I speak to all the time, and he's like, we should be getting him. I was like, he's injured. No, just get him. And I hate to say he's right. He's right. We should have just got him, and then he would have been in, and then we could have got him back to full fitness. Watch along was a brilliant idea. Brilliant. I will figure out how to do it on this setup. I don't know how easy it's going to be. I need to do some jiggery pokery, but we'll figure it out if I can. Kind of thing. But yeah, in a whole, in general, I thought we were going to get smashed. I genuinely thought we were going to get smashed, and the fact that we didn't, I'm kind of happy about, because it's that whole thing for me that we turned up. I don't think Leicester were that great. Personally, I don't think Leicester were that great. I think they struggled. They had to go in at half time and change it. I believe it could be on Guy, mate. I think it's coming on Guy Plus. Poke, Kerner, Camaro, Dembele is some fun for it. It is indeed. I believe it's on Guy Plus. I will check. I believe it's Guy Plus. Just went away for a bit, Jake. Just been talking to my granddad. No worries, mate. I hope your granddad's well. Ian, can't be arsed. How you doing, mate? You have told me your name before, and I always forget it, so remind me if need be, but I do like calling you Can't Be Arsed, because that's just funny. It's been a long day, mate. It's been a long weekend. Sunday, as you all know, I don't like normally making videos on a match day, and Sunday decided to be stupid. Absolutely stupid with the amount of content I did on Sunday. All helped the channel and stuff, but yeah. And you'll see them banners that Leicester fans put. Yeah, I thought it was good. I thought Leicester fans really understood what we're going through. Johnny, that's it. I always forget it. Sorry, mate. But yeah, I thought the banner they said, I thought the applaud they did. There's so many people who have gone on Twitter going, oh, it's woke this. Why are they doing that? Why are they acting like they just come back from some sort of war or something like that? It's not a case of that. It's football fans having solidarity with other football fans and seeing how crap it is. I wish more got talked about Morecambe like it getting talked about with us. And that's what pisses me off. That is what 100% annoyed me. Because there wasn't the big uproar at the same time about Morecambe. If any club is getting in trouble like we are or Morecambe does, it should be front page. It should be on the sports thing. It should be the big story. It shouldn't be Isaac had turned up to training. No, yeah, Isaac had turned up to training. Well done. You got and done your job. You turned up at last. I want to be talking about the clubs who are in trouble so we can get more light on it and say, this is what happened. And funnily enough, we've actually helped with that kind of thing. If we had Neil Warnock. Do you not like Ruben Hillis? Is it? You are a Sheffield United fan, aren't you? I can't remember. I always felt quietly confident we would give a game, get a draw. The first 11 is still a competitive chance side. It's just depth. Yeah, we don't have a lot of depth at all, do we? With what's going on with us, no team can study our team tactics and players because we really got it through. In the concourse, they had the game on TV and it was incredibly loud. Everyone acted safe too. Brilliant. That's good to hear. Shame about Chalobah. He's always liked to have a crack at goal. Can't see many thrashings if we can keep them fit. True. I forgot about Morecambe. I see fans talking about us on a rather than Morecambe and I find the disrespect to Shrimp fans. Yeah, true. Bernard is back in training. I do know Bernard back in training. Yeah, how do you feel about your game at the weekend, Hilster? I'll be brutally honest. I watched it. You didn't look organised, and I was expecting a little bit of organisation. I don't know where. It's weird because you're so used to being quite an organised team under Wilder. It's something Wilder's very good at. He's organising a team. I'll be lucky if Selleck get to October if he don't get it right. I'll be brutally honest. It didn't look good. So it's 100% yes on the watch along. I don't know how many people voted. 19, perfect. Rubbish. Yeah, we'll see. You were always quite an organised team, and you just didn't look organised, which is kind of concerning for you. Hit us on. Yeah, they did. Free kick was good by Twine. I won't lie, but you normally I was actually when I was watching it, I was a bit shocked with how you were set up and stuff. But hopefully you can get it back to being sorted and stuff like that. But I don't think Salas is the guy for you this season, and it seems like your board have already made a bit of a slip up already. I don't think it'll go well, but it is what it is. I think Bristol were just ridiculously clinical. Very good. When to keep it. He's very good, Pierce Charles. He kept us in it a lot. Considering we had... where is it? Why is that not working? Please work. Considering it was 27 shots he faced as well. So the problem is it's going to put him in the shot window now, which is what we don't want. The last thing we wanted people going, oh, he's a good keeper. Blade definitely not going up. Telling off at full time on the pit. Yeah, it felt very Steve Bruce-ish, didn't it? It felt very not Steve Bruce, Phil Brown. I said Steve Bruce because that's who replaced him. Phil Brown at Hull. It felt very interesting, that one. Got Twine, one of the best free kick takers. Then again, look at that Southampton free kick by Bannon. That Southampton free kick was insane. The best part about that Southampton free kick was literally the little lucky game before he hit it. He's like, yeah, all right. That was a mad game. And Shay Charles also was in the away end for Wednesday. Cheers, mate. Where do you think Blade needs strength from, apart from... I know the answer can be everywhere. I hope we keep him too. It will be good. It could be an interesting Deal City derby. Under 18s did well. Well, they did. They did very well. I think it's a big week for Wednesday in terms of trying to get players in. We need players in ASAP. The quicker we get players in, the better. And it's going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult to try and convince them to come in. That's my biggest problem. Centre back, centre mid. Fair enough. You're looking really well today, Jay. Cheers, mate. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it mentally. Physically, I'm exhausted. Kids are knackering. They really are tiring me out at the minute. One that won't sleep, and one I think has enough as some holidays. We're just going to mention Shay Charles apparently. Cole Cadamarchi there. Well, I didn't know Cole was there. I didn't know Cole was there. Which is good. I like to see that. If we did sell Charles, we should get 100% getting back on loan for the season. We need him. I've seen that. I've seen that a lot of well. Just seen on it that yesterday was the first time since 1980 that we didn't have a debut on open day. Wow. Technically, yes, we did. Technically, we did. Because Barry Bannon was a new signing. It wasn't a contract renegotiation. I get what you're saying, but technically, Barry Bannon is a new signing. He's not a contract renewal. So technically, we did have a new debut, but because it was Barry Bannon and he'd been here 11 odd years, it kind of doesn't count. But if you're going technically, we did. Because Barry Bannon would have counted. Sheffield Wednesday will never get a proper Premiership team. Get to a proper Premiership team. Got to spend big like Forest, but yeah. The problem is, I think if you go up nowadays, if anyone, Sheffield United, Ipswich, if you don't go big and risk FFP in the Prem or risk going big before you've gone up, you haven't got a kind of health chance. And there's no guarantee it's going to pay off. And I think that's the big issue I've got with it all. I generally think you can't go big or go home. Now, a lot of teams are being a lot more careful about what they do. They are very much like, we don't want to do this. Look at how many players will have a release clause in their contracts now. Because they know they could potentially be going down. So they make sure there's a release clause in there. So I think we are in that really stupid thing where unless you go up and can spend big and it be guaranteed that you know you're going to be safe, it's difficult. It can happen when you look at the likes of Burnley in the past, Bournemouth. It can happen, but it's very, very difficult. And I think that's where the game's gone, where it doesn't make it fair. Anyone who comes up from the championship, it should be fair for them to compete. And it's just not, is it? Football invented by the poor, spoiled by the rich. I agree with that, definitely. And the thing is that you're never going to get a level playing field unless you start putting like wage caps in or something of that nature where everybody's at the same wage cap, everyone's at the same thing. The championship is more exciting. Yeah, but Hill, I will give you this, mate. At least you don't have to deal with VAR. There's no VAR in the championship, so you don't have to deal with that sitting around waiting for a decision. You could probably order a takeaway faster than the decision comes from Stockley Park, and it'll be at your seat. So just remember that, no VAR in the championship. there are positives to being in the championship. I don't know if you take it, but there's no VAR. God, I can imagine if VAR came in the championship. It would just ruin it. It genuinely would ruin it. I'm hoping John Tector will buy the club. I like him a lot. I like him if he got people around him, Mark. If he got people around him and investment, brilliant. I think that's the way to go. If he can actually get the right people involved and infrastructure, all I want is some of these legal problems to go away, because he got a lot of legal things that I don't like. If he can get them away, I think there's a possibility where he comes in and does quite well. I just don't know if we're going to get put into the Eagles holding franchise bit, because he done wonders at Botafogo. Didn't work at Lyon. He kind of pissed off the Duck Club, and he got the Florida Youth lot, which I don't know what that is. I need to do research. At the minute, I think we're all very cautious that we know we need to get rid of DC, and we kind of got that whole thing. We hope anyone comes in, but let's hope whoever does come in, there is backing there and the money there to invest. Because the thing is, when you come into us, you're not going to be able to invest potentially in the squad in terms of playing FIFA player for 2 years. So we might need John Textor's multi-club network to nick some players off. Might be getting some Brazilians. No VR in the championship, thank God. Left the goal offside. It was, but I'm not going to go on about offside. It's not worth it. Next time, Adam, send me that. If you find it, send it me and I'll put it in here as something controversial. So it's interesting. Premier League is just full of fancy Dans. Simon Jordan hinted that Textor was in partnership with someone else well known in football club today. Yep. That person, I believe, is Harris, because he's the bloke who did the deal for Chelsea. Failed deal for Everton. I've got the article somewhere. Give me a minute. Where is it? It was in the Guardian. Yeah, there you go. Former investment banker broke a takeover for West Ham, Man City, Aston Villa, and he put together the consortium to buy Everton last year, even though the bid wasn't successful. So that's the kind of person who I think we got in that could help, kind of thing. Take care, mate. Got to go. Always drop you a like. You're a good streamer. Keep up. Chill, Hertha. I know we have a bit of back and forth at times. It's always funny. Much appreciate, mate. Have a good evening and enjoy the rest of the evening. And chill. Outside and late. I had a house emergency. Oh, God. House emergency as in there's something wrong with the house, Bob? Or house emergency as in there was an emergency, you had to leave the house? Clarify. Not the guy with the green duck and Man City. Yep. Title for you, Jake. That is a word I can't say. Controversial corner. There we go. Thank you. I got there in the end, Nat. Been a long day. Been a long weekend. I can't talk to save my life today. I'm really struggling. really struggling. It's not fun. Let me just get another drink. Baking here. It had gone down humidity there, but it's gone up temperature, which cat 22. Or sudden need for Hugh Laurie. Yeah. Yeah, let us know how you're doing, mate. Even if it's just sending me a Discord message. You don't want to put it on thingy. Had to leave the house, not massive, but frustrated. Oh, shit. Okay. Oh, dear. Let us know you and other half are all right, mate. Right. Well, it's back to this. Controversial corner titles. Your nearly. Did you see the banner left I had up? Yeah, I thought it was good. I thought it was really good. I thought it was really good. It's solidarity, isn't it? It's solidarity with everyone. I'll have a bitch in a bit. Fair enough. Sounds like you need it, mate. I thought the banner was good. I thought it was good for everyone and all parties. Not massively, but frustrating. So you had a United. Oh God, it got a name. It's a United. Nah, to be fair, they're gonna have teething problems. Start of season. I still don't been seller to the guy. There were some really good games though at the weekend. Some really good games. So it was really interesting to see. By the way, the people who were in, some things I've added to the stream. So, as you can clearly see, Barry Bannon gets that ball. It's a follow through that lets him down. So you can see him actually getting the ball and stuff like that. We have got stats on screen now. Remember, like I said, I'm going to have to make these up every week. And it's going to be an absolute royal pain in the butt to do. But it's doable. Every time I'll have to make it up. But I'm hoping to, in the next couple of months, pick up a laptop to use down in the house so I can make it a lot faster. And we've also got the team lineups that was up there earlier as well. So hopefully I can get all this stuff working and everything going the way I want it to. It's been a bit of a work kind of thing. Fancy. Yeah, it's not bad. Gus Harmer has teething problems. I think Gus Harmer's going, to be fair. We should return the favour when they come to Hilper. Going into that game yesterday, we expect to get battered and players showed that they're up to some fight. Yep. You mean Jake, Funky. I was not massive, just frustrated. If Baz had stayed on his feet, Wink wouldn't have the straight red. Yeah. Well, it apparently wasn't a straight red. It was a second yellow. But on the stats, it's saying he didn't get another yellow, so it's interesting. I don't get it. Because it looks like he got given 2 yellows, and I just don't remember him getting the yellow card for dissent. So it's a weird one. Such a weird one. The Leicester manager looks like he's going to make you an offer you can't see refuse. Yeah, he really does. He really does. And the thing is with that, I'm playing a lot of Mafia Old Country. I'm really enjoying that game. The people who made it, Mafia made me feel old, though, because they turned around and said, hey, guys, it's been 9 years since we did a Mafia game. Cheer for that. So the one for... So that one for decent. Yeah. Which game does Baz miss? Bolton, next game. He just misses the cup game. So we'll have him back for Stoke. And I have a funny feeling he probably wouldn't have been playing at Bolton anyway. I think he would have just been rested for it. So Bolton game is what he misses. I don't think it can be too bad there. It went down to 2 yellow, but yeah, strange how it's not shown on the stats. Yeah, he got a yellow for dissent, and that's one of my biggest pet peeves about one of my biggest pet peeves about Barry at times. He has that in his locker. It's just that little bit that kind of annoys me now and again. Hang on a minute. Oh, nice one. Thing is, what consents? All depends, doesn't it, mate? Depends what you get called. It depends what you call someone. It depends which referee doesn't like you. Because I bet you there's some referees that don't like Baz. So they'll say stuff. He'll say stuff, and they'll just like, "What do you say? Book him." So yeah, it's one of those ones that's interesting. Yeah, it's I won't lie. It's one of the ones where I look at it and I go, interesting with it. Dissent equals running your mouth. And we kind of know Baz does that. Also, Pato, the Badger goals again. Water wet. Like, as soon as I heard he was going down to League 2, I was like, he's going to get a lot of goals and he's going to be top goal scorer. Just knew it. He's just doing what Pato does best, and some good play as well. Yeah, when I heard Pato was going to League 2, I was like, yeah, he's just going to become a bagman. He's just going to become a bagman and absolutely rip it apart. You couldn't ask for a player more willing to do running and do the dirty business and just get in between at people. So, kind of gutted for it. Furious didn't like Nando, especially he got booked for diving the claim. Yep. Oh, and message from Nathan Chalaba. Let's have a look at this. This reaction is what we live for, especially during a time like this where there isn't too much to celebrate. Also, our players understand what it means to our fans and everyone associated with the club. The boys left it all out there. On a personal note, I'm devastated is an understatement, and how I'm feeling right now, but it's nothing I haven't been through before. Keep believing, Owls. Wow, good. Interesting statement. Interesting message from Chalaba. That's strong. Yeah, that's keep believing and we will. Yeah, it's one of them. That's one of them in it. Yeah, that's huge. I know what it means, but refs handball. Oh yeah. I think I could read some of what Baz said. You won't be surprised. Does it begin with F off and you're something anchor? But Palmer have some fight. He did. Is the new Mafia game the same series as Mafia 3? No, completely different, Tom. And they've gone back to Mafia 2 and 3 style storytelling. So it's not completely open world. It's really good. Really highly recommend it. The Godfather of the game, a good game to play. Yeah, it's very good. There we go. Sorry, I was replying to some. But yeah, let's have a look. Close enough. Yeah, I thought it was. Hopefully, both goals on Wednesday. I think both starting and McNeil starting. But the thing is, it's very similar to what we did last season. We started Ugbo, and McNeil. They scored, didn't get in the squad. We don't have the position where we can go, hey, get in the squad, play. But you'll be dropped. So it could be, get in the squad, play. You're playing next game because you've done really well. Let's build on it. It'd be nice for that to happen, but we'll soon see what happens there. But guys, I have been going for nearly an hour. I am baking. It's gone very, very hot in here. So I am going to call it a night there. But we should have another debrief on Friday night will be a debrief and a roundup. So get ready for that one. They need to remake Yes, they do need to remake the Getaway game. You're right. But thank you for watching tonight. I'll speak to you in the next one. But yeah, I'm hot. I'm sweaty. I'm going to go chill. I'm going to go have a slushy with hopefully some Jack Daniels in it. And I'm going to chill out for the rest of my evening. Probably play Mafia. And potentially watch a vlog first. Watch a Tom vlog first. But then play computer games. But have a good one, guys. Much appreciate it. And I will see you in the next one.